Jai Hind. I'm Wing Commander Pooja Thakur. Let's start with my journey in the Air Force Academy, and it was in 2001, on 10th of July 2001, that I entered the Air Force Academy. The Air Force Academy, which is at Dundigal, it's a place near Hyderabad. And when I entered the academy, I was an army brat, so I've spent 20 years, you can say, along with the uniform, been growing up with the people in uniform. So I thought I had a complete edge over my other counterparts, and I would fare up pretty well in the academy. But I guess ground reality is something really different, So while I would have seen my father prepare the uniform every day immaculately, I think I only knew how to wear the uniform. But I didn't even know how to prepare that uniform. Do you know the kind of effort that goes into preparing a uniform? From wearing a single badge, on how high from the pocket it has to be, how much has to be on the left, how much is on the right. And even preparing, I think I never was prepared to wash 5 uniforms like that every day at 3 a.m. in the morning. And I still wonder that how I used to be able to take out those bad mud stains from those uniforms at 3 a.m. with that washing scrubber without making a sound. I still wonder how I did that, because you can't afford to make a sound. So beside these small little things and everything, you have your academics, you have your PT parade, and there is no time for anything, and there is a standing instruction of running. You can't just walk. There has to be a run. You have to be always on your toes. And I think it took a toll on me. And when I say it took a toll on me, I wouldn't say that I spent a lot of time on that. I was ready to go back on the third day. Entering the academy, something I dreamt of. And the third day, I was ready to go back. Thinking, no, this is not what I wanted. Can I do this? And I still remember that, like a taunt from my senior, who got a whiff of it, and he said, "Oh, ready to give up your dream?" And I was like, "What? Ready to give up my dream? How much have I tried? 2 days? 1 year of academy and a life. I'm ready to give up in 2 days? Have I tried enough? Have I pushed myself? Have I really got into it? And I'm ready to give up." So I think, life always throws you challenges you're not going to be prepared for. You might think you might be prepared for. There might be so many, you might have perceptions about your capability. You might have perceptions about a certain job, about certain work, or about a certain field. But you're never really prepared for it. And when you choose, and once you get into it, if you're sitting in your house and there's something nagging you that I need to try this, just listening, or just like reading about it, or just knowing about it from friends, or seeing other people do it, is not something that you can make your choices on. You need to really get into that, and you need to put in your best before you can take an informed decision on whether how this is made for you. Not you are made for this, but whether this is actually your dream. So life is all about informed choices which you have to take. Let's talk about, the second day, and we have a ladies flank separately. So after the fall-ins and everything is finished, so we're having a fall-in on the ladies flank. So we're 17 of us, and we're made to sit on one corridor in one line, just a feet gap from each other. And our senior appointees come with, I think, about 5 more lady officers. And they say, "We have a gift for you." And we're like, "Oh yes, something, we're going to bond with a senior, this our bond." And a whole carton new comes up, and we're like, "Oh wow, there's some goodies." And come out blue bottles, parachute oil. And so there are 17 of it, coming out of the carton slowly. Each one of us placed one, and there are 2 more packets of hair clips, the normal black clips we get. And we're like wondering, looking at each other, that, "Oh my God, what is this?" So we told, "Okay, now open the bottle and pour and oil your hair." How do you oil your hair? Take some little on your oil, hand. 5 drops maximum or something. And we told, no, keep pouring till we tell you to stop. So we pouring. Till the time it's literally dripping. And we were wondering when are we going to told to stop. And that's not one palm that you take. It happens once and once again and once again and once again. And like, you can find the oil dripping off your forehead and down your neck. That's all you have to do. And that happens the second day, that happens the third day, 4th day, 5 days. Till you know this is how you have to do. And we're running in the corridor with that, and we suddenly hear a male senior saying, "Oh, now you all look alike." And we suddenly realize he's trying to get us on the same platform. trying to get all 17 of us on the same platform. So this like this, if I say, in the evening after the dinner, we used to have these sessions with our seniors, and we would be rolling. I mean, sprinting is like a normal thing. Rolling, side rolling, front rolling, back rolling. We didn't even know there was a side rolling. Do you know that? So, and we learned how to back roll without stopping. So, you back roll in a smooth fashion. And we are taught to do that. And haunching and squatting and legs up. And then in the middle of all this, we're all crying, some of them and everything. We've all broken down, but you can't stop. And in the middle, most of the time, so many times I still remember, we're told to get up. So we're in the cycle stand and go to the gate and touch the gate and come. And what are we told? Go hang your ego on the gate and come. Run, get up, hang your ego on the gate and come. They're trying to, break us down. To, all our pre-notions in life, or what we thought we were, what we thought, we were in outside life. Leave that aside. Drop that. Now you have chosen a career and a life. Get into that. First, get equal. Be a team first.